Hi there, I'm in my new flat in New Ballygunge, in a part of the area called Casbah. Just had dinner, I'm feeling good, winding down for the day. Still really impressed to see how many views and also likes my video transition is endless, God. It's amazing. I've never had that many people tap into something I've recorded and uploaded. So yeah, how do I get you to subscribe? Alright, so if you are watching this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm here in the kitchen and I didn't cook anything, but I did order some food, some really delicious veg thali. I ordered it by Swiggy, which is an app here in Kolkata where they deliver to your house. So yeah, all in all, a good day. You'll probably hear the traffic in the background from the street. It never stops. I mean, eventually it will when people go to bed and so on. But talking a bit more about transition, I wonder if that's something I could address. I'm just a few months into actual medical transition, and you know, it's very slow going, but I feel really good. I've met a lot of people here, and some people have expressed a few kind of like romantic interests. I don't know what to make of it, but you know, both women and men, of course. Men never fail to register their interest, right? But there was a trans guy as well that has been in touch with me, so it's been really fun. It's been really interesting. It's so early days for me that being in another context with kind of different gender norms, I feel like I'm walking a gender line. I mean, I am anyway, so early in my medical transition, but I get all sorts of perceptions about myself, and kind of desire is squiggly. It goes in a lot of different directions. I mean, I feel like since I began transition, I have returned to life, that I've come back to myself. I feel better in my body. I even see the possibility of maybe in the future having a relationship. You know, like some things just seem more tenable. It's like through all these years I was either asleep or kind of the walking dead in a way. It's bizarre to say that because obviously at the age of 53 I've lived more than half a century, but I was never truly comfortable in my skin, not cozy, like Beyonce would say in her song. So it's powerful, it's confusing at times, knowing how to walk that gender line. I walk the line, as Johnny Cash sung. He wasn't talking about gender. But I just find it both fascinating and dizzying and disorienting and promising, exciting, all those things. The changes, our relationships with people we know, people who we don't know. Obviously in India, even a lesbian woman who is, you know, has short hair and wears kind of masculine attire, she will get served. She'll get served with the sir. Everything's about sir or ma'am. It's very formal. Sometimes I tell people there's no need to use those terms. You can just call me by my name. And some people pick up on it, others not so much. Yeah, it's a different world. Of course, I'll have to see how things go going back to Australia in Sydney, because it's been a few months and oh my God, you know, things have changed. Over Christmas there were a few people in pharmacies that looked at me quizzically and then looked at my name and kind of said, are you really who you are, and things like that. It's really strange, you know, like treated with suspicion kind of thing. And I know this is very familiar terrain for anyone who transitions. So there's a lot to sort of gear up to or for, and trans people really do walk the line, you know. I know it's going to get a whole lot more dramatic in the United States now with the inauguration of Trump. That includes for immigrants as well. So I find it really quite distressing. I don't know what my friends are going to have to face in real terms, but I would like to send all my moral support, and it just disgusts me, the anti-trans policies that are being pushed, including for childhood transition. You know, and childhood transition doesn't involve like medical transition from early stages. It doesn't. It's social. There are a lot of, sorry, it's a bit alarmist, isn't it? There's a lot of like kind of watermarks that together with parents, children and youth can pass through to make sure that they're sure, and certainly like nothing drastic happens when one socially transitions at a young age. It's so distorted, don't you think? Anyway, tell me about your own situations and how you see mine. I don't know, like it's kind of new for me, this aspect anyway of medical transition. I want to underscore that I've always been trans, right? I mean, I've always been someone that's different, and it's been noticeable. Friends have said this. A really good friend of mine said, I always knew you were different. I was kind of excited when I came out. And yeah, I haven't had negative experiences with friends or colleagues. I mean, maybe people think things and they don't say them, but we are living in a different time, at least in Australia, right? And may it continue that way, in spite of the calculus of conservative forces that try to gain a foothold in the country as well. Anyway, signing off for now. Hope to make another video soon. And please subscribe.